And amid the political war over Israel, Prime Minister Modi has tweeted out, he has put out a statement on the social networking site. Prime Minister Modi says he stands with Netanyahu, and he has said that I thank Prime Minister Netanyahu for his phone call and providing an update on the ongoing situation. The Prime Minister goes on to say that people of India stand firmly with Israel in this difficult hour. Let me cut across to Daniel Cameron, who's a former Israel ambassador to India. He's joining us on the broadcast. Daniel Cameron, good afternoon. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Prime Minister Modi has given an unequivocal support to this hour of crisis in Israel. Your thoughts on what the Prime Minister has tweeted, sir?
This is something that really touched us very much. The immediate reaction of Prime Minister Modi on the first day of this terrible crisis, this war that was waged upon Israel. So this is very much appreciated, and I'm very glad to hear that the Prime Minister spoke today again. But I want to stress something else, the solidarity and the messages of support received from Indians all over the continent is something very, very appreciated by all of us. This is really an enormous vote of friendship and confidence from the Indian people. So both the leadership and the people of India are with Israel in this very tough time, and we thank you very much for that.
Right. Mr. Cameron, a lot of things in Israel are on a high alert. Of course, different cities are facing different kinds of situation right now. Full force has been deployed to ensure that law and order and peace is maintained. But what exactly is the situation right now? How difficult is the time for Israeli civilians?
Well, the situation now is on the ground itself. The IDF has regained control on all the spots where there still was fighting until yesterday. This morning, the reports are that there are no more fighting in localities where the terrorists have acted. And this is one thing. On the other hand, the IDF is responding pretty forcefully towards the territory of Gaza, where the strongholds of the terrorists are located. And this is an operation that will continue. I must stress that we have been used during all those years to rounds of operations that would last a couple of days, and then some political arrangements was made with mediators, and everyone knew it was a temporary arrangement. This time, it's a different ball game, a totally different ball game, and the Israeli response will be very forceful, because what has happened in the last few days is something totally different from previous rounds of hostilities. Absolutely. So yes, we are seeing the end of the defensive offensive yesterday, and now Israel is on the offensive. This is one thing, taking into consideration, of course, the fact that there are more than 100 hostages in the hands of Hamas, a terrorist organization, and taking into consideration another potential of another front in the north.
Mr. Daniel Cameron, my thoughts and prayers with everybody affected in this crisis right now, and I pray from here from India, which a lot of people pray, that peace returns as soon as possible. Mr. Cameron, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. We also have